Hey, welcome back to the channel. So on this episode, we're going to do something a little bit different. A couple months ago, we went on a vacation and we did the Transatlantic on the Queen Mary 2. And so I'm going to be showing some of that. But in order to get to the Queen Mary 2, we drove to New York. And along the way, we went and stopped at Auto Atlanta, and so that's going to be on this video. We got to go, kind of behind the scenes. So part of the reason going over to Europe is going to be visiting family over there. I'm going to be visiting my cousin and his family. Now, what is the Queen Mary 2? Well, it is basically the last ocean liner. What an ocean liner is it is a ship that is designed to make the Transatlantic Crossing on a schedule regardless of the weather and the sea conditions. It's a fast ship. It's designed to, it can go close to 30 knots in full speed, and the hull and the entire design of the ship is designed to bear the brunt of the worst that the Atlantic can throw at it. Here's a video of the Queen Mary 2 as a speed sailing boat is passed by her. So you can see that she gets up to a pretty good speed, and I think you'll enjoy this video. I'll put a link in the description to the full video.
Years and years ago, my great-grandfather, or great-great-grandfather, I think, used to be a tugboat captain in the original Queen Mary. So my parents, for one, will be very excited. Make sure you get a photo for me. We're actually not very far from where the Titanic hit an iceberg, so make sure we look out for that way as well.
Really far away. Big boat. I'm faster. Nice, a lot of people watching.
And of course, there is nostalgia and a whole aura to the Transatlantic Crossing and the Queen Mary 2. Now, when a friend of mine in Germany who owns one of these 914s heard that I was coming, he said, "Hey, can you bring me one of these angle drives? I can't get them anywhere." So he wanted me to purchase one of the last original angle drives that are on the market here. So yeah, I was gonna hand deliver it to Germany. It's gonna be the most expensive part delivery service ever, direct to you from the United States to Germany on the Queen Mary 2. And yeah, so Uwe has a Porsche 914. I think he bought it from somebody on the 914 world, and he had his car shipped over to Germany, so that's how he got his 914. Anyways, yeah, VDO angle drive going transatlantic on the Queen Mary 2. I hope you guys find these videos enjoyable, and I think you will. I think there's a lot of crossover here. A lot of people I've talked to in the Porsche community, when they hear that going on the Queen Mary 2, they're very excited about. They wanted to do it as well themselves. It's kind of a bucket list thing. So yeah, we'll be doing some other full Porsche content videos in the future as well. And there is some Porsche content in these videos as we go along, and visit to the Bowington Tank Museum as well. You get to see a lot of German armor, and that's a pretty cool visit as well. So I hope you stick around and enjoy these videos, and so let's get to it. So we are about to head out on our journey, And fortunately, I have to say goodbye to my little rabbit because he can't come. First city we're passing through is Houston. In Texas, we have some of the most ridiculously high overpasses. Okay, bye-bye Houston. We hardly knew you. See the rain clouds off and the coastlands. Unfortunately, a premonition of things to come for our first day of driving. Beaumont, Texas, HEB. There's a damn tire in the middle of the parking lot. Awesome. So we're no longer in Texas. Everything feels different already. This is Lake Charles. Lake Charles. Look at that. Huh? It looks scarier coming at it than it actually was. Crawfish for their, what do they call that stuff? Jambalaya? Now, I did do a lot of research on the Queen Mary 2 before deciding to go on this journey, and created an account on Cruise Critic. There's an area where you can introduce yourself to the guests that you will be traveling with. I'd say it's a very open and friendly community of people who decide to go on these sort of transatlantic trips. Even when I gave my opinion about certain animals not being allowed on the ship, nobody passed judgment upon me. I just realized I haven't introduced you to our rent-a-car yet. I didn't want to leave our vehicle in New York while we went overseas, so it made sense to rent a car. And here's our rental car for our cross-country trek. It's a Ford. It's ugly. It's got ridiculously overcomplicated stereo and information system, and it's got a dial for a shifter, so you feel like you're setting a spin cycle on your washing machine when you're driving the car. But it's roomy and it drives. So some of you might be wondering, well, whatever happened to this guy? Did he get to go? He couldn't go. The Queen Mary 2 does not allow rabbits on the boat. They do allow dogs and cats, by the way, which is pretty cool. So if you have a dog and cat and you want to bring them to Europe, Queen Mary 2 is the way to go. But anyways, this little guy had to stay here, but I did set up a camera. I call it the Super Cam, so I could watch him. And I had somebody come and take care of him as well. The whole way through our journey through the south, we were dealing with thunderstorms chasing us in front of us and behind us. Look at that. The green place. There's another little bridge there. Here we're coming upon Atchafalaya Basin Bridge. This is the third longest bridge in the United States. bridge like this when I was playing Half-Life.
Oh boy. Getting shot at by a helicopter.
I think I was. It was real similar to this one. Look at that. There's the Mississippi River. Look at that. Oh, there's a good view of it. Look at that.
Beautiful. Look at it. It's so big. Shit. Makes the San Antonio River look
Okay, I'm trying to get like insightful commentary here from my channel.
sorry.
And the Mississippi Delta. Is this the Delta? No. Now the route we took through the south meant that really the first day was just going to be a lot of driving, no real stops along the way. That's because like for instance Louisiana, it takes a long time to get through. It's mostly just driving over marshlands and on bridges. So there's not a lot of stopping, looking around. It's not till the second and third day where we actually went to see some Civil War sites.
So we inadvertently got off the highway and went straight into Baton Rouge. It did not seem to be the nicest sort of town, at least the area that we landed in. And so we quickly got back on the highway.
It's Aldi's.
Go to Aldi.
You want me to stop?
No, we don't.
And that was as far as we got for the first day of driving. We basically drove from the middle of Texas to Mobile, Alabama, and decided to find a hotel. I wanted to get up to Montgomery, but I think it was just a little too much of a stretch. And of course, our destination is the Brooklyn Cruise Terminal in New York City. That was the first day. Tuesday is when we left. We need to be there by Friday. And just having a look here, we can see where the Queen Mary 2 is. We still got 3 more days to get there, and so it should not be a problem. And before we go to bed, let's take a look and check on Super. See how he's doing on the Super Cam. Okay, the next morning we woke up early and drove about 2.5 hours. Next stop, Montgomery, Alabama. Now the first leg of this is over, again, one of these long bridges that goes over, you know, like a wildlife preserve area, which is really swampland. This one is called the W.K. Wilson Jr. Bridge, but the locals call it the Dolly Parton Bridge.
Now we could have gone up through the centermost portion of the United States, and in fact when we returned that's the way we came back. But for this route I figured let's just go that route, that way we can stop by Georgia along the way. So it really didn't make any difference time-wise. It's still going to be about the same distance. Okay, here we are, guys. Downtown. Here. These pretty trees there.
So downtown Montgomery is a pretty nice looking city. The buildings have a sense of beauty to them. There's trees planted along the avenues, and it's just a nice looking old southern town with some modernness to it as well.
this one?
Yeah, it is kind of pretty. Dexter Avenue. All the buildings are really nice. You want to park somewhere and then we'll figure out if there's any place to eat around here. So we took a little break in Montgomery, and that's where we got this iconic shot of me standing by the big, ugly Ford Edge. After some lunch, we started out on the next leg of our trip, which was to cross the border over into Georgia and then head up to Marietta. Why the diversion through Marietta? Well, because
You were always on my mind.
I like the trees. Pretty tall, huh?
okay, we just crossed the state line into Georgia, and one thing we noticed immediately is how beautiful the pine trees are here. Always be charging. Now, can you imagine doing a cross-country trip like this in an electric car? If anyone's done it, let me know in the comments. Automobile. On the right. Just look out here on the right somewhere.
What am I looking for?
Oh, the Auto Atlanta. I'll find it. It's over here. I think it's like right up there. Marietta seems like a very nice little town. I can't say that I liked passing around Atlanta. Didn't seem like some place I'd want to be, but Marietta looks really nice.
Right here?
And finally, we arrive at Automobile Atlanta.
Wow. I love that.
Look at this. Motor Trend Import Car of the Year.
This kind of comes into parts here, which we try to have every nut, bolt, and washer the best we can. All kinds of stuff we make, like decals and intake boots. The latest is we're making.
This is Sean. I remember him from when I used to order parts over the phone. Sean was kind enough to give us a tour of the facility.
The latest is we're making the injector elbows because you can't get those anymore. So
Yeah, I've ordered those.
we're making those. Brake line kits. You name it. So every day the orders come through here. They all get a tick box filled up and rolled out. Again, we try to have everything. Everything's got its own little part location, and some stuff we'll group, like hose clamps, because different sizes, what have you.
Yeah.
Lots of rebuild stuff, fuel injection things we have made, like our plug wires, because a lot of people want the good old solid core 7 mils, so can't buy those off the shelf anymore. So I have them made.
I have some of those.
More brake line kits, things like that. Like the fuel lines, the stainless ones. So
Yeah. Y'all make those, or are those from the other Tangerine?
yeah, those come from Tangerine and other cool stuff we do. Like that's a body hardware kit. You go turn your nut routine down to a shell. You can buy every. nut,
Yeah,
bolt, and
I've
body.
seen that advertised.
So it's all nice little bins, so it's all organized.
That's nice. Yeah.
So pretty cool. We're gonna try to have most of everything. All comes down here. Macy, see her box.
And these are the books, huh?
Yeah, some of it's like catalog stuff. And
Yeah.
all the catalogs are there, and the quick subs like tech tips because that's what on the order still, right? And then, as you know, we make lots of sheet metal stuff. You know, rockers,
yeah.
our tabs, our flares that we make.
So are y'all actually having these made with that other firm? What is it, Restoration Design? Or,
No, but
or
we
y'all
we buy a lot of stuff from them. They buy stuff from us. We
Yeah,
communicate
okay.
together.
But y'all had these made, right? Y'all were the ones that had these.
Yeah, so we had those made. There's a place here in Atlanta that's got like a gigantic 3D matrix scanner. So we took our 916 down there, our M471 we had, and a customer's M471. So we took 3 factory cars down there. They scanned all of them. And the interesting thing we found is they weren't symmetrical. They were kind of off. And you know, all those cars were kind of prototype race cars back then. So they're kind of a little sloppy. Like even if you look at the 916, the right front's a little low, so a little bit of a sag to it. So we had to make the decision: are we going to make them perfect and make them symmetrical, or are we going to make them exact? Because we do communicate, and you know, we want to make the most parts, so we don't want 2 people to make the exact same thing. So Danks was going to make new flares for Porsche, and so Danks copied the others. So we decided to make them perfectly symmetrical. That way they're perfect.
Oh, okay.
So if you want the lazy-eyed look of the originals, you can order them from Porsche. And it's $4,400. Or if you want if you want them uniform, we got these for $1,200.
Is this where you got those flanges for that yellow car?
Yeah, this is. Yeah, we put a set of these on a customer's car once.
Nice.
Yeah. And they came
And
out fine.
all our steel stuff's made here in the U.S. So we try to keep it,
Oh, that's good.
keep the quality high.
Yeah. And there's your rocker. Rockers. That's good. And everything else. Oh boy.
356 dashes. Was
Yeah.
one thing. This is the latest for cars that had air.
Yeah, I saw
they
that.
butcher that. So
Yeah.
we made that piece. And
Yeah. So you can put it back on, basically. Yeah.
yeah. It's always a struggle. George wants to make every nut, bolt, and washer, but his wife Mia is our CFO,
Yeah.
and she's Dutch, so she's awesome. She's watches every penny, so she'll only let us make so much stuff.
Yeah.
Because it takes forever to recover your tooling, you know.
Oh yeah, I bet.
But yeah, she's from Belgium, just keeps us tight. We've been just assembling 914s, of course, George has since '78, really. Everything goes under its own little part grouping. That way, you know, you can call and say, hey, I need, you know, whatever, and we set everything here.
Yeah.
Look at all these transmissions.
Oh wow. My storage room.
Yeah.
Just a lot more of them. Yeah. And so you're also in George is into these, right?
George is into, he's got 4 67 MGB GT specials. So he's really loved. That was his first car.
Yeah.
And yeah, we just took all 4 of them. They had a big British car, a British car meet here locally a few weeks ago.
Yeah.
So we took all 4 of them over there. Pretty cool. Yeah.
Pretty
Kind
cool.
of fun throwback. My first car was at an MGB, a 67 Roadster.
Looks like y'all have a whole bunch of Type 4 motors over there, huh? Just a whole
Yeah,
wall
so
of
this
them, huh?
area, well, yeah, there's engines under here, then more engines, and this is kind of what we call our eBay area, and like 944, 968 parts.
Yeah.
You know, we use part out of a lot of those. You'll see some of those engines as well, that water cooled.
Are all these ones bad or are they good?
Yeah, most of them are fine. Some of them are real good. Like there's one in here that the guy had just rebuilt and crashed the car. But yeah, so but nowadays we tend to rebuild all of them. You know,
Yeah.
it's too much labor not to. You know.
And y'all have a 924 catalog also. We have it, and you have y'all work on 924s and 944s also.
Yeah, we work on a lot of 944s. 924s fewer and far between. We still have quite a few parts for, like, this section is pretty much 9, 24, 44. You know, you see glove boxes and rear paneling, so everything.
Oh, okay. You got a lot of that stuff. Huh?
Yeah, fuse box.
Oh, I need
so this
one.
is the same thing, organized
I need
by
one.
location
Yeah.
to pick it.
He said he needs one. Huh. Make a signal. Huh? Wow.
There's a little area back there. It's kind of our eBay area with all the miscellaneous eBay stuff we have.
So, and this is like the boneyard, or is there another?
We used to, before City of Marietta got too frou-frou, we had a lot down the road that had about 60 cars on it.
Yeah.
If you head out of here, you'll see a big green space. And then City of Marietta decided they didn't want any more salvage yards in the city, so they...
Is it 924?
We still have a few cars hidden back here, and then we had that shed back there. We call that the natural shed because it's always had the trees going through it to keep it cooler, but now it's kind of going back to nature.
Oh, really?
But it's still full of, you can see all the parts back there.
Wow.
Different stuff.
Yeah.
But it's still full.
Jeez, man. Poor little 924.
How do you manage all this stuff?
George has been here forever, so he knows where most of it is. But everything's reasonably organized, so we just know where everything is. And
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, poor little Olympic Blue. The engine's still there. Oh, brother.
And so, are these cars the ones that you've kind of decided are kind of far gone, more far gone than are worth restoring, and you're just sort of picking off?
But yeah, some of them are fixed. Like that orange one in the corner, that's a '76 car, and it's straight. It's never been hit. It needs longitudinal work done. But like if somebody wanted to build a track car, or that white 75 out front, super rusty, somebody could use those two cars and make something pretty nice.
Yeah.
What the hell happened to the black one?
Oh, did you see the blue one?
What happened to that one? Where's the rest of it?
Or chopped up the rear end to use for parts. Go look at the poor little Olympic Blue one over there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
This one looks cool.
To get into the shop and we build engines, and like this is the engine of the last 914.6 sold 72 mile number 240, which is a pretty famous car.
Is that green one?
It's orange. And
Oh, it's
Porsche
orange.
kept it as kind of a test hack for a few years and sold it. A guy raced it, and we've got it out at that guy in Colorado, Metal Surgeon, I think his name is, or Metal Master.
No, okay.
He's redoing all the metal work. I think the bill's up to about 90 grand at the moment. But super rare car.
Yeah.
Fun to drive. It's kind of interesting now. It's going to be too nice to drive anymore. We were talking about the other day. I've done 2 track days with that car back before it was worth a bunch of money. And this is our unit room where we do
You've got a whole
engine builds, anything that where you need to be able to tune out and be clean. So
clean room, right?
yeah, and the other thing is you're tuned out from the rest of the shop, so you don't have any distractions. Like that's the engine out of that 911 Turbo out there. So you know that engine and transmission, you know, it's $50,000 build. So you don't want to forget a torque fast thing.
Yeah.
Some little washer or something like that. So so it's good to keep all that clean and separate. This is getting into the shop where we do, as you know, everything from tune-up to total restoration. People ship their cars here from all over the place. This is kind of typical of what we'll do, where we'll go down to kind of a roller,
Yeah.
and then just one part at a time, get into it.
I've seen pictures of this one on, I think, Facebook or somewhere. Yeah. It really looks nice. You'll get it looks good. Silver. What year is this one?
I think this was a 71.
71.
Or 70.
And is this something you're doing for a customer, or is this?
Yes.
It is. Okay.
Yeah, we can't do this for our own cars unless it's part of a collection. It's just too much time.
So much time, yeah.
But too much money, you know. The few 914s we sell, we almost always lose money on because I mean, you know what goes into putting them back together and doing it. So.
Yeah, if you do it for a customer, that's one thing. But if you do it, I've done one by myself, and yeah, you start really.
I mean, we just painted George that 75 2-liter out there. Had faded original paint on it, but it was nice to have as kind of a patina because that was kind of George's driver. But you know, it gets to a point where it starts to become a rust issue.
Yeah.
So he had to paint it, and you know that was, I think the paint guys charged us $23,000, and then all the reassembly. I just assembled reassembly.
Wow.
Yeah. It is what it is. And you know, he'll probably put that thing out there for sale for $48,000 or you got more than that in it.
Yeah.
It doesn't take long. But it's a labor of love, you know. You have to bring it back, make them nice.
And this is probably somebody's car who just loves the car and wants to see it restored, and
Exactly.
Well, it's a great color for the car. We got
Crap car. He had somebody build an engine for him, and it was not good. So even the guy's second attempt was no good. So we built the engine on that. And
yeah. I like your floors also. I've noticed them, and I'm like, how do y'all keep? I guess they're pretty durable, though, no?
yeah, so this is a specialty tile out of Germany.
Yeah.
George, he has funny stories about when he had the German guys here putting in the German tile. And he was talking on the phone. There, he'd asked them to speak louder, so it seemed like he had all the Germans working in the background. But, yeah, it's interesting because I was in the motorsports industry and have friends at the BMW dealerships, and they all made them get a special gray German tile. So if you go to a BMW motorcycle dealership, it's probably the same manufacturer, just the tiles are a little bigger of what goes in there. But they were all complaining about all having to spend $100,000 to tile the floors.
Yeah.
But it's great tile. You see how it wears.
Yeah, I was
the
just
bike shops, the side stands all plug into it and everything.
and we can drag a jack over it. And then are all these customer cars out there?
Yeah, so most of the lineup out here is customers. So we've got pretty much everything down the line here is all in for service.
And is there a lot of in Georgia or
Yeah, we've got, because we're here, it's, pretty easy classic car to support.
Yeah.
You got guys like Bill that live in the neighborhood back here.
Unsatisfied customer, the 914.
Huh? What's that?
Unsatisfied customer.
Yeah.
914.
Well, you probably, I think you have a lot of satisfied customers. This one is.
Well, Bill's a customer.
Oh, you're a customer.
Yeah, he lives
okay.
here
I live around the
practically,
corner.
so he's
Okay.
around the corner.
I'm getting ready to go to a show this weekend.
Okay.
So I'm trying to get out and up.
So we drove, we're on our vacation, but worked it in that we stopped here.
Where from?
Texas.
Texas?
San Antonio. Yeah.
We were driving along.
Yeah. So, but yeah, but that's your car? It is my car. Sweet. Zambezi or?
This Zambezi. Bridge and color.
That would be the color my car was originally. You like that? It's nice, isn't it?
My son Steven just told my son Luke that his car sucks in comparison. Luke has a green 914 project, so he has an affinity for green 914s. But Luke's is a long way from the condition of this car.
Oh no. It's gonna make you a list, Bill.
So you having him do something in the car today? Or?
No, I'm just trying to clean it up. Yeah. They had a little issue. They had a starter. The guy I bought it from, big Porsche guy.
Nowadays.
And he had the car repainted, all the metal work changed out, wheels from 4 to 5.
The grinding was just a bit too much, but this was a very gorgeous 914 here, completely restored, and the owner was telling us all about it. They did the restoration here at Automobile Atlanta.
Jordan's been real good, He actually had my carburetor for a while, and I was working on it. If I didn't know something, he let me, look at some other cars. So yeah.
Yeah, it's good to have a reference.
So what do you got? You got a 914?
I got a 73, 914.
73? Yeah, this is 74.
Yeah, 74.
Pretty much the same.
Pretty much, except for little differences here and there.
So where are you guys going to? From Texas? You're just passing through or what?
Yeah, we're passing through. We're gonna actually we're gonna go on the Queen Mary Transatlantic. So it's something kind of one of these bucket list items that we always want to do.
Cool.
So
That's nice.
and yeah, figured let's just stop by. We wanted to come earlier last year, but it didn't work out. But
Well, it's they got all that construction going on, but hoping that's all done. It'll be a lot nicer in front there.
yeah,
He's got some nice cars.
I think yeah, I've seen some. They're nice.
It takes about a year and a half to a year, just depending. How long did it take you to do your car,
If
Bill?
we're lucky.
2 years.
2 years. Nothing's fast in there. We sort of the car business.
Yeah.
I had a little Sprite. After 3 years, do that. So I'm coming down now. 3, 2. Let's see what my next one is. See if I know it in a year.
There you go. You're gonna find that big Healy somewhere and knock it out in a year.
That's right. I already found one.
Uh-oh.
Problem is the wife. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, great.
make me a deal on your M car. I'll buy that for Shannon. You'll have the room.
So that was the backup plan. If this thing didn't run, I'm
Oh.
going to take that up.
The Sprite? Oh, that. Yeah. But I filmed 2 tops. I filmed a double top
So yeah, I'm in the cleanup stage here.
Less cleaning, more driving, Bill. You can clean it while you're talking about it.
Look how good it looks in orange, huh?
There's something about seeing a bunch of classics, 944s, 911s all together. They just have something that the new ones don't.
Oh boy, that looks great. Look at that.
It's almost like they had to try harder to make these cars, and they have more character.
What? Yellow one? Oh, that's a 914 that got ruined.
That's a 914.
I'm afraid so. And that's a
They have, like,
919.
kit on it.
Yep. Kit, more like kill.
And so these cars are all, are these all for sale, or are these?
So pretty much anything for sale, the state requires us, even if it's in our inventory and not for sale, we've got to put those buyer's guides on them. So if you see a thing hanging in the window, that means we own it.
Okay.
Whether it's really for sale or not is a different story, but the state requires buyer's guides in anything that we have in our inventory.
Any chance we could look at the 916?
Yeah, we can sneak in there since it's open. Watch your head.
All right.
This is the big 500-pound door.
This is the, where all the,
Yeah, so this is normally where all our 914-6s live. You can see a few of them have been pulled out. But they had to build this temporary wall, this structure here, and we're redoing all the showroom area. So they're working on the roof. So it's open at the moment. And this is our real Concord 914-6 we have.
is that the green one? Or
Yeah, that's the willow green one.
Willow green.
So,
I remember the willow green car from my European car magazine.
Is that the green one? Or
yeah, that's the willow green one.
Willow green.
So the
Okay.
lowest mile 914-6 on the planet. It's that dark green one. It's got 5,500 miles on it. This one's got like 57.
And there's your, this is an original 916, correct?
That is one they brought over to the U.S. To figure out how to put air on it. That was owned by Peter Gregg. It's a very, very unique car.
Are these yours in here?
Yeah, these all belong to the shop at George.
And this has got the welded on top, I guess,
Yeah.
or the
So that was
one piece.
Porsche's experiment to see how far they could go with the platform. They
Yeah.
always had to kind of hold the 914 back because, you know, the reason this never hit production is because it was too expensive and it would have sabotaged 911 sales.
Yeah.
You think about it, you got a car that's 300 pounds lighter and mid-engine and stiffer than a 911.
Yeah.
You know, the performance is substantially better on that 916 than a 911. So, you know, they don't want to hurt 911 sales, so they had to kind of back off. And it's only 11 of them made, so.
And I always wondered, are these just fiberglass? Or these are? Is that what those are?
Yeah, they're like a injection molded kind of thing, I guess they did.
Yeah.
So they're like a glass reinforced plastic, maybe.
Mm-hmm. And was this one of the cars that y'all scanned for the
Yes.
flares?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's great. Appreciate you letting us see it.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, you picked a good time. Normally all this stays all closed off. And everything.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't. The only way to get in here really is you lift these up, or you got to go through the little hermit door there.
Ah, okay. And then you, this is original 914.6 here too?
Yeah,
That's
so
what
that one's
they'll
got
bring.
5,500 miles on it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's really neat, totally original car. Sat in kind of a humid, I think, New Jersey garage, so it didn't have like perfect preservation. Unlike this, we have this willow green car that is, this is by far and away the nicest 956 on the planet. Never been restored, and the guy, sorry, it's got covers on it. Leave on here just in case something happened. It's, the guy literally used it as a show car starting in like 1973, so it's
Yeah, is it? Oh, it does have a lot of covers.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
I mean, everything, it's just perfect. He used it as a Concours car.
Yeah.
When it was just a couple years old, so. So big difference between the two. But that one's neat because, you know, you say you could drive it, but if you put many more miles on it, then it's not the lowest miler anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is some crazy shit the guy bought or built. My son nicknamed this the Fruit. It's got a completely rebuilt 914.6 engine, a crank fire ignition, got those nice braid wheels, and the guy spent like $100 and something thousand on that car.
What does your son call it?
The Freakmobile. So
Really?
yeah, we got it up and running and going again, and got some stuff to it so he could drive it around a little bit.
Is it pretty fast? I mean, is it?
Yeah, it runs great. Yeah, the engine's
Yeah.
all fresh, and it's a 914.6 engine. But I think he may have put S pistons and E cams or something in it.
Yeah.
It pulls a lot harder than a stock 914.6. No, the guy did a complete crazy custom Ferrari wannabe thing or whatever.
Well, this was big in the 80s. People were trying to
yeah.
change the way these cars looked, and
Oh,
No,
we would
he-
never do that. No.
what color is this? This looks different.
That
is it? Do you know?
is like a pink color. So this is a really cool car. We've got the original window sticker on this. This was a paint to sample, so somebody ordered it in that color.
Yeah.
So it's really
It's kind of interesting looking. It's not.
It's a cool. It's not. You know, you call it a light red or a dark pink or.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would love to put flares on this and make a GT car in that color. It would be just so cool.
Yeah.
But it's such a neat original car. You can't chop it up. But
Yeah.
it would be neat.
Chrome wheels with the pink looks nice.
Yeah, old school hubcaps. So, yeah, that's what it was originally spec'd with. Now, when it was delivered at the dealer on this, it had a set of Rivieras. The nose would come with the car. That's what it left the factory with. So that's what it's on now.
Great.
And then we've got a few other of our rare cars out because of the construction. We've got this 76 model only has, I think, 16,000 original miles on it. Pretty neat. Totally original, bone stock. This has been molested or screwed around with.
Yeah.
And that is the original Motor Trend cover car, import car of the year. That's the one. So,
And did y'all recover this car
we
or?
restored it, yeah. So it was funny. The guy that got it from Motor Trend is actually local here. So he had owned it. We knew of it and had it forever. Until he got sick and passed away, and his wife wanted us to have it to restore, which we lovingly did. And I don't know. George could tell you better. He's probably got $100,000 in the restoration. You'll never see the other side of it. But it needs to be saved. I mean, it's cool. It's a motorcycle car.
Yeah.
And we got both versions of the limited edition. We got. We got this actually came out of the Matsuda collection, this one, so it's kind of neat. Japanese market.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Look at the fluting on the side marker.
Oh, okay.
Kinda cool.
Yeah.
And then we got a nice creamsicle.
Oh, the
So we got
creamsicle. Okay.
Both flavors.
Yeah. And then is this a project car of y'all's?
This
or,
is one we're building for a customer. He's owned this car forever. It was a 74 1.8. He is, I'm not back at service already. I know he's getting a big engine built for this, so I don't know if he's going 3.2 or 3.4 at the moment.
Yeah.
But it's going to be a monster. It's going to be really cool.
And then you have here a replica, 916 replica?
Yeah, it's a customer car he sent down here. I don't know what all they're doing to it. Probably just, we get a lot of cars like this where they're getting close, but they just need help getting pushed over the finish line.
Yeah.
So.
That's great.
Their sucks 916.
Yeah. Well, Sean, I appreciate your time.
Thanks, guys, for stopping by.
And I really appreciate it. We'll probably just have a look at a few more cars and then we'll be on it.
Yeah, well, stop. Thanks for visiting. Always good to put a face with a voice, man.
Yeah. All right. Well, is George available? Or can I just say hi real quick?
Yeah, a guy did kind of interesting way. He tucked those bumpers. He shortened those 916 bumpers.
Oh, yeah?
This is a pretty neat car. It's a 71 914.6 Euro car. It's kind of cool.
Huh?
I like the pink one.
Yeah, I do too. It's funny, everybody's usually pretty torn on the color. Really? Yeah, especially guys. Some guys are, I'd never drive that pink car. I'd rock that thing. I'd like to do a 6 conversion out of it just because it's.
John give you the full tour.
Yeah, he gave us the look around and everything.
You know, the place
Appreciate
is a mess, obviously, as you can see.
Yeah, I know, but it looks like y'all are expanding. And,
Are these your sons?
These are my sons.
How great.
This is Luke.
Are you guys interested in Porsche?
He's
Are you? Good for you. Good for you. A lot of the beauty of youth
yeah.
these days.
No, he's got a 914. It's a big project.
I have an Audi.
Well, it's in the family, though.
Yeah.
So that's good. And you grin and bear the guys with their
I'm a school teacher. I don't.
She's put up with it, so.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah.
It's great. It's great. Somebody asked me one time, how do you let him have all this? And I'm like, you know what? He's always provided well for me, so I have nothing to say about it. It's just what he wants to do. So.
And hopefully you have your hobbies and interests that maybe they're interested in too.
Yeah.
Like the house, the whole house is yours, right?
Something like that,
Yeah.
Pretty well lived.
San Antonio, Texas.
Are you still at home going to college or what?
No, we're done with college.
I'm going to college, yeah. So.
You lose sight when you get really old about the ages of man, so I think that
Yeah.
maybe it's going to college or something like that.
Yeah. Well, he's shown us a lot of things. You saw that Senior 916 and some other cars. And
In a couple of months, everything will be spick and span and great. We'll have all of the decoration back in our showroom.
Yeah.
It's all spit shine. Our GT is out at in Englewood, Colorado, being metal finished.
What's that?
You guys own Porsches?
I've got a 914 project. I started in high school. I wasn't skilled enough to mess with it much, but now I'm much better.
At least you started it. Get your feet wet.
he's got a 924 also. We restored it. A 924S, 87.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah.
It's one of those early ones where you would say, oh my God.
Yeah. Well, that's why I bought it. I was like, this is basically a 944.
Yes.
And
Yes.
he likes the looks better.
More slippery.
Yeah.
It's like I got a higher top speed.
Yeah.
That's a good car.
Yeah.
What do you want?
He owns Toyota. Toyota
happy to hear that.
Yeah, probably better to have a nice, dependable Toyota.
Yeah.
I was driving my silver 914 the other day. That was a pretty nice car to begin with. It only has 41,000 pounds, and I repainted it. And I was thinking, you know, this could be back in '75 again when those 914s were so fabulous. I met all my girlfriends driving 914s because they were so easy to drive. Light steering, light shifting, light braking, the door would open wide. Back when girls wore dresses. And they all came in. That's why they made fruit flavored colors. These days, at 60 years old, this car was that nice to where I can remember back then. Punk running around town. It's so good. See if you can feel it too.
So you got into 914s because you were basically selling cars, right? That's how you
I've been 914s because I loved Porsche, and I bought an old beat-up MG in college that my dad gave me the money to buy, but he said, George, you should never buy a car without me looking at it. And so I bought this thing, and I learned the hard way to fix it. And after college, I was looking for an engine and transmission, and one came up that was cheap as dirt with no miles on it. And I said, how can you sell it? And he said, well, my husband rebuilds. And he was selling it to the guy that I buy the auto parts from. So I said, may I come over and see what he's doing, even though the engine's sold? And I ran over there, and it was a very exclusive area in Atlanta in the woods. And I came up this winding cement driveway, and all of a sudden, 12 brand new 914s cut in half. And oh my God, the half was better than my whole NG. And I said, well, how can you do this? And said, well, I rebuild and I know how to put these things back together. He was buying brand new 914s that were smashed in the front.
Oh, I see.
But no miles on them, and cutting the back end off and welding it to the front half and putting the whole thing back together. Like a young kid, I was just amazed that he had that much skill in his driveway to do that. So I said, may I work with you for a while? And he said, sure. So that Saturday, I came over there. Now, don't get me wrong, I had my college sheepskin on the wall, so I knew that I graduated from college after that grind, so no matter what I did, I had my college degree, and that's very, very important, young man. So he slid me up under a 914 with the suspension collapsed, and I looked and I saw how superior this car was to my old beat up MG. I never turned back. Except nostalgically years
You still
later.
have a couple there. You
Yes,
showed us,
I have
yeah.
4, like
Yeah.
a stupid idiot. Yes.
Well, I've always kind of like looked at it at British cars and thought, well, maybe, but they're probably not as good, right? I mean, not
at all.
you know.
Totally undependable, break all the time. I was worried when we went to British Car Day with the 4 that they'd all make it over there and back.
Yeah.
But it's like anything. It's like an old person, they fall and they break their leg, whereas you would bounce. And
Yeah.
so you can't deal with an old car because
Yeah.
they're old and they break. So you get one, and if you could afford to get it to just look at it, that's great. Because there is nostalgia there, but as far as driving it every day,
Yeah.
nah. Boxster's the one to drive. Or
Yeah.
nice Audi. Nice dependable Audi with Bluetooth and ice cold air conditioning. Throw it
Absolutely.
in gear and go.
Yeah.
Drive 90 down the interstate and not even think about it because you're in bliss with that nice quiet interior.
Our
Well-
other son has a Boxster.
Yeah, I had a Boxster. I
Oh, yes.
sold it to my son.
You have
yeah.
3 sons?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
How
yeah.
many children totally?
3.
3. That's great. Thank you for adding to America. Helping our problem here.
Oh, I know. We've got a problem.
If you guys each had 5, that would handle things too. When you get old enough to get married and
Yeah.
have some children.
Well, we're Catholic, so hopefully.
We were Irish Catholic, and
Irish?
we had 5.
Okay.
It was great.
Yeah.
What a great time.
Yeah.
The funny thing about us is after Jimmy was born, my dad came home and he was sort of frowning. You know, he was pregnant again, like it was my mother's fault. Stupid idiot. Oh, I'm just going to cramp my lifestyle. You know, basically that's what he said. Not that we had much of a lifestyle, because we had to ration the orange juice because my
Yeah.
dad had just a mediocre job. So anyway, my mother developed this rash. She was a very beautiful woman. Developed this rash around her mouth and went to one doctor, went to the other doctor, and nobody could figure out what it was until she went to this final doctor who said, yeah, I know what it is, and he prescribed her some pills to take. And she went to, and the rash went away. And it was just amazing. But the pills were in this little round telephone dial looking thing. But they weren't birth control because the Pope wouldn't let any of us Catholics take birth control back then at all. But it solved her rash and never any more children, surprisingly. But it wasn't birth control, no way.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
Catholics. It was so great. We had some great times.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
We hear like a car sound. We never expected to hear that story. That's funny.
I tell that to anybody who's Catholic because they understand.
Yeah.
Fish on Friday, it's
Making me
like,
blush.
yeah, it's good.
Yeah. Hey, well, I really appreciate. I mean, your catalog for me was amazing. When I was high school when I got my 914, and nobody would, you know, it was always like you get the runaround. Nobody would. Well, if they helped you, it was helping you wrong, and so you had just a mess of a car.
And everybody hated the 914
Yeah.
except the 116,000 that bought them. The VW guys looked at him and said, you're a highfalutin, you want a Porsche B, but it's
Yeah.
still a VW. And then the Porsche guy said, yeah, you're just driving a Volkswagen. You're not deserving to be in a Porsche elite here. So both sides hated
Yeah.
him. So I became the leader of
Yeah.
116,000 914 owners. And it was great. I went from starving when Jimmy Carter took over and the economy went to hell and I couldn't sell any sports cars to 2 years later buying a brand new 911 Cabriolet. When they first came out, it bloomed that quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've had fun every day of my life, every single day. Although I did compromise in that I never thought I could make enough money to support a wife and child in the way they should be accustomed to being supported. So I didn't marry until I was 59 years old. So finally, this girl that I had met when she was 21 walked back into my life at 33, and she had 2 children, and that worked out great. And she works here, and she does a fabulous job.
Is this Mia?
Yes.
Okay.
Does a fabulous job for us. She's from Belgium,
Belgium.
and she enjoys working.
And how is the lady who does your upholstery? I heard she was in the
Nora's
hospital.
great.
Is she?
Sue died. Sue
died.
started with us in 78.
Oh,
She
okay.
died at 78 years old.
Okay.
Suddenly. Was
Yeah.
holding her hand in the hospital when she died.
Oh, no.
So we were really worried, but we got Nora, who's even better than Sue. Just
Oh,
amazing that
that's
she
nice.
came along. 70-year-old redhead.
Oh, yeah?
Amazing.
Has she just started with it?
She started probably now. Sue died in January. She started in February. She was going to
Okay.
go and work for Sue, but Sue died on her.
So she's going to take over the
Yes.
seat upholstery,
Yes.
so we can still get those from you?
Yes, and done beautifully. We're about to order this long arm sewing machine that's going to be $7,500, but it'll speed things up.
And they always look better than those others that make, because you're using the right right material. It looks right.
Yes,
So it's,
yes. That's important to me.
Yeah. I hate it when we get parts that don't fit. I mean, it's great people make aftermarket parts, but golly, they need to fit.
Take a little more time before they invest in it.
Yeah. And also, but yeah, your upholstery's always been great.
I'm sending vent glass seals right now to our man in Taiwan, Rogers, who's lead. Because the only good ones are Porsche, and now they're $200 something. So I'm gonna get those made nicely.
And did you have the stainless steel bumpers? Was that you?
Yes, we made those. Yep,
Okay.
we had those made in Vietnam on our own molds.
Okay.
The ones they initially made didn't really fit very well. They were wide on the end, so we had our own molds made. We sent bumpers back and forth to Vietnam maybe 8 times before they got it.
Yeah.
Good.
You gonna make impact bumpers next?
Yeah, no. I don't think we're gonna make the impact bumpers. I like the cars in impact bumpers. I saw my silver one down there. It should be exposed next to that white 912E.
So you always say that you like the 75 and 76 the best, but when I look at them, I see that they cheapen things. They make things out of plastic. And,
yes, they did.
Yeah.
They sure did.
And why do you like them?
Because it's very nostalgic to me. The 76 was the very last year the cars were made.
Yeah.
And I sort of shed a tear every time I think about what happened after the 76 940 and the 924.
Yeah.
They used the rest of the engines on the 912E.
Luke has a 924 and took exception to that statement. But let's jump back in.
And I sort of shed a tear every time I think about what happened after the 76 940 and the 924.
Yeah.
They used the rest of the engines on the 912E. So nostalgically that, and then secondly, they had all the structural improvements. It's actually a stronger car. And thirdly, they ride better on the interstate. If you drive a early up to 74 on the interstate, it's very light and it's not really meant for the interstate. You put a 75, 76 in that, those 2 extra bumpers always compared to a pontoon boat. It's a lot more stable.
Okay.
And it really, you can ride it over 100 without even thinking about it drifting or anything like that. That's why I like it. And they sort of designed it on the 916 bumper when they designed the bumpers for that car. So it's sort of 916-esque when you look at the bumper compared to the 916.
It is. The front profile looks nice. Yeah, it does. Get a little of that slant nose look, a little bit.
Yes.
So what about 6 versus 4? What would you say? Where are you
4
at?
all the time.
You're always 4. Yeah.
Always 4.
Yeah.
The 6s were. Close that door, please. The kids turn on this crap music. I'm sorry.
I know.
Like it. The 6s were at the beginning of the 914 production, so they really didn't have all of the improvements to the body that the later ones had. So they were rattly and tough and noisy, and they twisted. And then they dropped this carbureted 911 engine in there that was noisy and had the wrong power band on it, so it was not very drivable. You get in that car and you think you're a racing car driver. You can't give it easy gas because it goes. You got to get into it to where up your RPM ranges where it gets all the power.
Yeah.
And then it takes off and you feel, I'm a racing car driver and I don't want to be. And it's loud and raucous, like I said. So not a real creature comfortable car, but great up in the mountains to take and run there and then park, but not an everyday driver like these 914s used to be.
Yeah.
They were just so great, nice and quiet. I call it
especially with the fuel injection.
Yes, especially.
I mean, mine did not have the fuel injection when I got it, and I just used to look at the Haynes manual. What is this? What is all this stuff here?
It's beauty.
And then
fuel injection is beauty.
And then you drive one that actually has it, and you're like, oh, this is decent. I mean, you can drive this car.
Yes.
Without all the trouble of a carbureted car. So, yeah, interesting. Well, okay, man, we're not going to take much more of your time, but I appreciate it.
Thank you very much for coming by.
And
thank you, Mom, for grinning and bearing. It's very kind of you.
That was a nice conversation with George. We did ask him a little bit more about what was the deal with the yellow 914, the one they call the Freakmobile. This was not a car that Auto Atlanta made. However, they purchased it from someone they knew who had done all these modifications to it.
He put an actual 914.6 real factory engine in it, and all of its 911S front suspension and a fuel cell and those grade wheels were spent over $100,000 on that thing. He squashed the roof down and welded on a steel roof. So anyway, he had this thing, and he never told me until I found this thing advertised out there, and I knew because it had his name on it. And I called him and I said, "What did you do to this 914?" Chastising him. Well, you know, I wanted to make it into this and into that, but it just didn't turn out like I thought it was. And I said, "You just ruined." I could kid with him because I knew him really well. "You just ruined a good 914." Yeah, I know. So he kept advertising it for $100,000, and it went down to $75,000, and it went down to $50,000. He had $100,000 in it for sure. Brand new rebuilt 914.6 engine, special transmission, fuel cell, brake wheels. He had GT racing seats in there. I replaced them, plaid. Kept going down. He had it for $45,000, and he finally called me and said, "Yeah, George, I learned my lesson. What do you want to do?" And I said, "Well, you know, this car is nothing but a piece of junk now. It's a parts car.
Yeah.
I'll pay you $15,000 for it." And he said, "Yeah, well, okay, I'll sell it to you for $15,000.
Yeah.
So I bought the parts. So now I got this rolling parts car for $15,000 that I call it the Monstrosity. That's my name for it. Like your wife named your car, that's the Monstrosity.
The Monza exhaust. It's not really the best exhaust, right?
No, they were all cheap. But
So explain that.
Nah, it's okay. It's okay.
As kids, we
My
loved
car
them.
originally had that on
Yes.
there, and then when I took it off, she's like, in her mind, that's original. And, but, you know, I went back with, well, I just have a Bursch right now, but at least it looks proper. It doesn't look like but yeah, they're just ratty sounding, you know.
Totally ratty sounding.
Yeah.
You just put something on there with 4 chrome pipes, and everybody loved the 4 chrome pipe look. Boy, that thing was, especially when we were kids, it was great, but in our old age,
Yeah, but when we got together, I was a kid. I was like 20. What did I know?
that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. We all loved those back when we were kids.
He still holds it against me though. It's like
No way.
it's been like 30 years. It's like stop now.
What's wrong with you?
I don't hold it against her. She holds it. She holds the new muffler in contempt. That it's like it's not the original or something. But it's like,
Maybe you should put the Monza back on there for nostalgia and remembrance and the love for your woman
yeah.
who you've been with all and stuff.
Yeah.
You know, period correct for when we were young.
Right?
Yeah.
See?
Something to be said about that.
Yeah. Well, actually, I mean.
See, you tried to get him to and he supported me.
Well, I guess Baby Tornadoes wasn't the worst option.
What's the car's name?
It's not.
You're not going to tell me?
No.
All right, George.
Dear little
Appreciate it,
thing.
man.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much for
God
coming by,
bless.
Tom, man.
Bye bye.
Thank you very much for coming by. A pleasure. Thank you very much. It'll be great pretty soon. Hector's doing a good job, although he left some wood out and I kicked it and broke my foot, so I'm limping around like an old man.
Was this originally a repair shop?
This was a porcelain factory. They made telephone pole insulators. They
Oh.
had 2 big kilns in here and held religious meetings. You know, that's the way the Southern Baptists were. So at the
Oh,
beginning
yeah?
of the day, you had to salute Jesus as your Lord and Savior, and Irish Catholics were banned from being in this place. And I'm exaggerating, but I had a problem when I moved in here.
Really?
Back then, the whole city was a bunch of Baptists, and I was cutting some trees, and one fell on the power. I was good at cutting trees, but the one hit the power line, knocked the power off, and the attorneys and the doctors and all the other ministers were having their little girls' celebration for their graduation across the Civic Center. I knocked the power out. It was hell for the next 4 months. Hell for the next 4 months.
Yeah.
They found out I'm a Yankee talking Irish Catholic.
Yeah. Where are you from originally?
Connecticut.
Oh, okay.
Glastonbury, Connecticut. But my parents were from Bristol, Pennsylvania.
Okay. All righty.
Okay.
Thank
Tom.
you. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Nice meeting you.
Thank you very much.
I gotta look at these. These are so nice.
get some of your VW parts from
VW?
Yeah.
No. It's not
They
good.
don't do it.
Mm-mm.
I think that is really pretty right there.
This?
Yeah.
It's kind of neat looking. I mean,
The color.
I like them more and more.
It's
Than,
got the little.
yeah. Yeah.
928 looks good with chrome around the mirrors. I mean the windows.
Oh, that what they are? This must be a real early one then.
Well, it might be all burned off.
Kind of looks cool without the rear spoiler too. You know?
Yeah. Early 19.
I mean, I can see why you would want India.
So this is the what did he call it? The
Strauss.
monstrosity. Boy.
Service line 1.
We got a nice little white one here.
And that was our visit to Auto Atlanta, home of Dr. 914. It was very nice of them to give us a tour and spend some time with us. And from there, we left Marietta and proceeded to go through South Carolina and finally end up in North Carolina for the night.